The morning began like any other court day. Lawyers shuffled papers. Journalists prepared their cameras. No one expected history to be rewritten before lunchtime. The courtroom was suffocating with tension. Every seat was taken. The public gallery overflowed into the corridors. Security was tighter than ever. When MKHWANAZI was led into the courtroom, a wave of whispers spread like fire in dry grass. Some people stared at him with admiration. Some with fear. Some with anger. He had once been known as a man who stood against corruption without blinking. A man who confronted criminals, politicians, and powerful figures. Now he stood accused of the unthinkable. The murder of the IPHC Church leader. The charges were read slowly, deliberately, as if the court itself struggled to accept their meaning. When asked to plead, MKHWANAZI shocked everyone. "I plead guilty." Cries echoed. Cameras clicked wildly. Social media collapsed under the weight of breaking news. The judge raised his gavel. "Order. The accused may speak." MKHWANAZI stood. His eyes were calm, not arrogant, not afraid, just tired. "My lord, I confess to taking the life of the IPHC Church leader. I did not run from it. I did not hide from it. I did it fully aware of the consequences." A woman screamed in the gallery. A man shouted, "Monster." Another shouted, "Let him speak." This man was not what the public believed. Behind the pulpit, behind the holy garments, behind the prayers, lived a system of corruption darker than many criminal syndicates. Gas filled the room. He stole from the poor. He manipulated the broken. He silenced victims using fear and faith. He turned worship into business and suffering into profit. The judge interrupted. "Mr. MKHWANAZI, this court does not justify murder. I am not asking to be justified. I am asking to be understood." He lifted his head. "For years I collected evidence. Financial records. Testimonies. Threats. Payments to silence victims. Properties bought with stolen offerings. Political protection bought with church money. But every time I tried to bring it forward, doors closed. Files disappeared. Witnesses withdrew. The system protected him because faith made him untouchable. People shifted uncomfortably in their seats. When law collapses, desperation becomes dangerous. I crossed a line no man should cross. I became judge, jury, and executioner. I know what that makes me. Yes, I murdered him. But I did not murder truth. I did not murder justice. I murdered a symbol of corruption disguised as holiness." The courtroom erupted again. The judge banged the gavel. "Order. Order." South Africa was splitting before the cameras. Political leaders rushed to issue statements. Church councils called emergency meetings. Human rights groups demanded investigations into the IPHC Church. "Do you have anything further to say before this court deliberates?" "I accept my punishment. I accept prison. I accept history judging me, but ask yourselves, why did it take a crime to expose corruption in holy places? Why did victims have to suffer in silence? Why did the system protect a thief because he preached? You will lock me away. But you must also open the files. Open the churches. Open the truth. If you do not, then my crime becomes your responsibility." The room fell into a silence so heavy it felt sacred. Some called him a cold-blooded killer. Some called him Keycap #bombshell. Keycap #essay in shock. Keycap #courtroom drama. Keycap #fictional story. Keycap when faith meets crime. Keycap #justice or vigilante. Keycap #truth behind the pulpit.